see if I can get down in the hammock without falling down the slope behind me. Yes. There is something that I have been wanting to talk about for a long time. But then things happened with the virus and all that, and you know how it is. But the thing I wanted to talk about is actually, it's more important now than ever, I would say, and it's the concept of kindness, being kind. And I am fully aware of that it might not be the topic that will spark debate, but that's okay. We don't always have to spark debates. We don't always have to disagree, although I'm sure that some people will disagree to what I'm about to say now. I believe that kindness is a necessity for a healthy and happy life, and I think it's a necessity for a healthy society as well. Let's talk about kindness on an individual level first. Skål. The strongest people I know are also the kindest people I know. And strength does not come in the shape of how should I put it? You know the kind of person who is a little bit of a bully, who's very loud, who's showing off a lot. Those are not strong people. Not at all. The strongest people I know, and some of them, or one of them, is actually, he used to be he got to the level of he was a national champion in the, one of the heavier weight classes in Muay Thai in Thailand. So he's the real deal. And he's also one of the kindest people I've ever met. And I've also met people in times of crisis, and the loud, tough guys, they tend to not do well in a crisis. But the kind people, they seem to manage a lot better. So kindness seems to be connected to strength, and the other way around as well. I don't think that you have to be strong to be kind, but I think that you become strong from being kind. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to forgive and forget everything. It doesn't mean that you have to be naive. You shouldn't be naive. And we have talked a lot about that. But it means that being kind, I think, means that you add a very human quality to everything you do. A spider doesn't have any empathy for the fly, but the human species, we as a species, we have this gift of empathy. We can be kind. Now, other mammals also, and maybe other species of animals as well, are showing acts of kindness. But I think that we have almost a responsibility as human beings, because we have this gift, we have this ability to feel empathy and to be kind to other people. It's a responsibility. We should add that quality to our lives and the lives of everyone around us as well. If we talk about kindness on a societal level, I hope that's the word. If we take kindness and talk about it as a quality in a society or in a culture, first of all, we see that there is a huge difference around the world. I think that in Scandinavia there is a lot of kindness, and I have been to other places and other parts of the world where there is a lot of kindness as well. It doesn't seem to be directly dependent upon wealth, but it does seem to be linked to trust. Maybe trust comes from kindness, maybe kindness comes from trust. I think that, first of all, I must say I worry now. I worry because of the way we're moving now. We're moving, I think, away from kindness. We have tracking apps now, just implemented here in Norway. Don't download that app. We have social distancing and all of that. Not saying that that we shouldn't take precautions, but we are, I think, moving towards a colder society, and that has been going on for quite some time. Societies without kindness are cold societies. They are ineffective societies. They typically have a lot of corruption. They have they seem to have this very nasty thing that is contempt for people that are worse off than you. So I've been to places where people with, physical disabilities are hidden away. People are shameful about people with physical disabilities. It truly breaks my heart to see that. It's and it also seems to be a thing where this is hard. Sorry, I'm getting emotional here. It's very hard to talk about because I have traveled quite a bit, and the things I've seen, and some of you guys have seen the same, the cruelty towards animals, the cruelty towards children. I mean, places like that, it makes me, I don't know what to say. But those places, they do not have kindness, It's there are kind people in those places, but it's not. It seems to be a quality that is not valued by that society, and then you get a very cold-hearted society. We have many flaws in the West, in our, culture here in Europe, North America. We have many flaws here, but we have qualities that we need to maintain. We have a kindness here. We have a level of humanity here in the West. We actually do. This is not often talked about, but we should be proud. We should be proud of that tradition. So, just wanted to say that. I know there will be people that say that, well, go to this and that place and they are much kinder, they have So I promised myself I wouldn't talk about China in this video. but I kind of feel I have to do it anyway. China, it does not strike me as a country where kindness is valued. I'm not talking about every single Chinese person. I am talking about the culture as it has become after way too many decades under communist rule. And the cruelty towards animals in China. I'm not saying that you don't have cruelty towards animals in other countries. We have a lot. We have a long way to go when it comes to you know, farm animals, for instance, here in Norway, and the treatment of our predators. But the way they do things in China and those wet markets, it really seems to be like they're doing whatever they can to be as cruel as possible to animals. Okay, I have finished my coffee, and if you are in a, you know, in a lockdown situation, if you are in quarantine, if you can't go out, if you can't get to the woods, out in nature, hopefully watching this video brought you into the woods in a way. And as I said in my previous previous video, skål, cheers, and very soon now you will be out in the woods again, out in nature. Let's hope for that. As always, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And yeah, I will have a longer version of this video in the members section. So if you're interested in that, go and check that out. And yeah, I think that's all. I hope you liked my new campsite. There's a very steep slope behind me, so yeah, but okay. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk soon. Bye.